In this scene, we meet Kim, a young mother who is staying at a transition house with her 3-month-old daughter. During her pregnancy, she was able to stop drinking alcohol, but is now faced with many new stressors, including violence in her relationship and feeling depressed. She is struggling not to drink. Throughout the interaction, the worker uses basic counseling skills known as ORs to evoke reasons from Kim why having a drink may not be the best answer, rather than telling her what to do. Asking about the good and not so good things about alcohol allows Kim the space to talk about what alcohol offers her and provides the worker with an opportunity to explore with Kim what she knows about the connections between violence, mental health, and substance use.
Hey, Kim. I noticed when I came in this morning that you looked kind of down.
Yeah, it's been a tough day.
What's going on?
My mind it's all, mixed up. One minute, I'm fine, And then the next minute, everything just seems so hopeless.
What feels hopeless?
Just look at my life, 2 years ago, I was happy. I was in a relationship, and I was looking forward to becoming a mother. And then, now, I am a new mom with a 3-month-old baby. And Sarah and I had to leave and come to a safe house because we're afraid. She's only 3 months old.
Things didn't turn out like you planned.
No kidding. I came so far from where I started just to get kicked back down again. Before the baby was born, my partner and I, we used to party and have fun with our friends all the time. And then when I found out I was pregnant, of course, I got down. It was hard at first, because it didn't seem real.
Yeah.
And then when I started to show, I started feeling connected to the baby, So I stopped drinking completely.
I think that's pretty amazing. It's a huge accomplishment. A lot of people wouldn't have been able to do that.
Well, I wanted to have a healthy baby. I really wanted to be there for her.
How have things been going since she was born?
Every day is just so hard. After the baby was born, my partner he assumed that I would go back to drinking and partying. And when I told him different, he was not happy. He said if maybe I lightened up a bit, I wouldn't walk around so depressed all the time.
It took a lot of courage for you to stand up for yourself like that.
Yeah. And look what it got me. Look at where I am now. I have a doctor telling me that I'm depressed. I have a boyfriend that I'm afraid of. I have a 3-month-old who's depending on me. I've got no place to live, and all I want to do is drink.
I think you've had a lot of stuff coming at you recently. I think it's perfectly normal for you to feel like you want to drink. So, you said before that alcohol helps you escape things for a while. What else does it do for you?
Makes me feel better when I'm having a hard day. Reminds me of when I used to have fun with my friends before the baby. You know, when you're drunk, you just don't worry about stuff.
Yeah. Takes your worries away.
I don't know about that. You know, they're always there in the morning, along with the headache.
So, on the one hand, drinking makes you feel really good, and you can escape things for a little while. But on the other hand, when you wake up in the morning, your problems are still there. You've had some relief, but it hasn't lasted.
I guess so. It was pretty messed up. Doesn't make sense. But you know, I feel so sad.
You said that in the past, alcohol's helped you feel good. I think that you're the one who knows best your own body and what alcohol makes you feel like. I'm wondering, though, how much you know about how alcohol can affect your mood.
I don't know, I never really thought about it.
Can I share something with you?
Sure.
It's odd, actually, because alcohol can make you feel really good, and it can make you feel like you're the life of the party, but it's actually a depressant, so it can actually increase your feelings of depression, your symptoms of sadness.
Well, that's probably not a really good idea for me right now, then. I don't know what else to do.
I think that you're doing something really positive for yourself already, just by talking about these things. I think that that's really important. Is there anything else you can think of that's helpful?
I don't know what to do.
The relationships between mental health, addiction and violence is very complex and interconnected. What we can't say is that one thing causes another, so we tend to say that there are multi-directional effects and that it's multifaceted. Research is now clarifying the relationships for women in many different areas of their lives. So we now have studies from mental health settings that show that the women in those settings have significant trauma histories. In the violence and trauma field, we now know that many of the women that use domestic violence services have mental health concerns and also have issues with substances too, whether that be alcohol or prescription drugs or illegal drugs. Regardless of whatever door a woman may come in, whether it's addiction service, whether it's mental health or a violence service, we need to be meeting that woman where she's at, be respectful and non-judgmental and compassionate, to her lived life and her experiences, and that we have the responsibility to ask the questions.